DarkViperAu is a guy on the internet. Now, I don't know too much about Dark Viper. I've seen other people cover him, and the coverage has been profoundly, like, I just couldn't pay attention. I might have been bored. It might have been something else, but he was talking, and I don't know. But people have been begging me to cover it, basically because it's like a catch-22. It's a video about how you shouldn't react to videos. And apparently Dark Viper, who's like a 1 million+ YouTuber, will attack almost anybody. So it's just basically me baiting a reaction from a much larger guy. Which hopefully at this point won't happen, but who the fuck knows. But I just wanted to react to this content and talk about it. And see what his actual opinion is. Because I do know something or not, a little bit. Not as much as obviously like a First Amendment lawyer, but I know plenty about fair use. It's not highly complicated law until you get into the fucking skinny of it. But generally, what's kind of obvious and surface level about it's usually pretty much true all the way through the court system. So this is the guy. He's a scruffy fella. He's got that Mudahar build. I don't know how to say this. He's like got the downward camera angle action going on. All right. I gotta start using a nicer camera here eventually. People talk about how fucking bright my forehead is. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Got a fucking bright ass light. It's too close to the wall for me to put an umbrella on it. Poke the guy. I'm gonna.
Hello everyone, welcome to the introductory video for a series where I explain the inner workings.
You could tell this man has been on the internet for a fucking minute. That zoomed in at the immediate. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Pop, 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 pop. That's some good old fucking mid 2000s shit. Hey, welcome back. I'm Markiplier. $20, Tim. Oh no.
Of social media and how React content harms everyone except the reactors. Reactors to mean the people who watch videos and pause occasionally. I spent the last month making 7 or so videos that were released one a day after this one, and I would have made them when they were more relevant, but I was in the middle of a major project that I promised to complete. A day after this one, and I would have made them when they were more relevant, but I was in the middle of a
I appreciate it. I was very busy, and you should be showing this, which is an extremely busy timeline for the video, right? This is like what you're pushing 2 fucking hours of shit of edits, but the thumbnail is so fucking goofy looking that I can't take it that serious. It's so stupid as shit.
A major project that I promised to complete. Better late than never, as they say. This video exists to give you a taste of what is in store and to explain the truly strange series of events that led to these videos existing in the first place. I also want to argue why I personally believe that drama is a terrible mechanism for growth. So what the hell was with all that React drama 2 months ago? 3 years ago on May 26, 2019, I released the first video of a comedy series called Can You Complete GTA 5 Without Wasting Anyone? It was my second successful YouTube series, which led to more episodes being created over time. I completed recording the footage necessary to cover the entire game in April 2020, but alas, even now, in May 2022, I still haven't finished editing it. This is largely because the series takes a staggering amount of time to edit. Not only does the raw footage total over 1,000 hours, but the actual editing is by far the most complicated I do, pushing me to the limits of what I can even conceive of doing. It is fair to say that I can make dozens of easier videos for far greater exposure and profit in the time it takes to edit just one pacifist episode. But I love that series, and I love how much other people love that series, so I make sure to push aside my business interests every once in a while to make sure I complete an episode, even if it's at the expense of everything else. Noticing how long it had been since I released an episode, on February 3rd, 2022, I stated in multiple places, another episode is 6 months overdue, I will not do anything else until I get another episode out. This, of course, I fully planned to stick to, but alas, I found myself distracted. Okay. So around this time, large streamers such as XQC, Pokimane, and Hassan were rebroadcasting anime and TV series on Twitch.tv.
Oh yeah, that shit was fucking weak. That was weak sauce. You guys remember that? Like, fucking XQC just streamed like the entirety of Hunter x Hunter and I think like most of One Piece. Like, he was streaming One Piece filler episodes and shit, and like eating popcorn and talking to chat, which is fucking psychotic. You know what I mean?
Each of these episodes would have cost the copyright holders hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to produce, and their rebroadcasting therefore increased the risk of legal challenges against Twitch as they hold a very precarious position.
I don't give a shit about this, though.
Rules and to threaten the
I don't do this.
Thousands of people who rely on Twitch to survive, than YouTube rebroadcasting machines. Immediately after this, I became aware of another scandal. Hassan Piker was criticized by the creator Jay Exy for his practice of taking other people's videos and restreaming them without doing anything substantive to transform the content. Jay holds a position on React content that is much softer than my own, as I find the belief that you can transform.
Yeah, actually, like, Dark Viper's whole career blew up after this, and he had to sell this set, and fucking CoffeeZilla bought it, and that's how you get Voidzilla now. He's in the same place.
Anything by pressing a pause button to be quite absurd. But regardless, the general shit show between Jay and Hassan added more fuel to my desire to speak formally on the topic, in part because I consider Hassan's business.
Was this made 4 years ago? Maybe. This is from, no, 2 years ago. It's pretty fucking old, but people wanted me to react to it because I might summon him.
Model of content aggregation to conflict with his political stances and to be quite exploitative, as all React content is. This will be expanded upon in future videos, but for the time being, this is a fine summation. These scandals made me very angry, as I considered them both to involve abuses of power and to be representative of a worsening unjust system where those who already have success have more success made easier for them to achieve at every turn, to the detriment of everyone else. So when I sat down to film my promise of writing and editing my new episode of Pacifist Percent, I could not fully dedicate myself to doing so. I consider myself to be in a position of influence within the domains relevant to these scandals, and I therefore could not stop obsessing in my head about what I wanted to say about these perceived abuses, and it kept me from focusing on my work. After 4 days, I had had enough of my inner conflict, and I therefore resolved to take a little bit of time to put what was in my mind into a script for a high...
Get back to it. What the fuck? It's some king shit, dude. I love that you took a screenshot of this. God tier. What's in his fucking thumbnails? Oh shit. What does this say? Taxes folder? What's that? How the React Grift Works by DarkViperAu.
Hypothetical video.
What a
My goal was to
fucking
point out the negative market
king.
impact that people who watch and re-upload other people's videos cause that seemingly few are aware of. I was not criticizing people who make something truly their own by using portions of another person's work, just those who upload unaltered copies of other people's work, with the addition of a handful of times when they press the pause button. The original work taking days, weeks, or months to create, while the pause button pressing taking mere minutes. If this is not making sense to you, don't worry, all of it will be explained in intricate detail in the second video. But writing the script brought me no peace, as in no sense did it inform or help anyone. I therefore released the initial 3,000 words to my viewers, trying to make the document a general criticism of React content, not necessarily requiring a deeper understanding of the scandals that led to its creation. I immediately realized once I released it that my chosen style of writing was a format that was meant to be read in a YouTube video, and it contained too great a reliance on a person already having a foundational knowledge of the industries and practices I was critiquing. While
I heard FD eats babies. That's a good pause
I've been
frame.
creating...
Sorry. I try not to keep pause frames on that shit if I remember, but I usually pause while I'm thinking, and my brain's just not even like seeing shit. Like I feel like even this one, even this video is a trap. It's pretty fast paced, and it's just information heavy and edited like sentence to sentence to sentence. So there's not a lot of places to pause. He's not really like giving you a moment to like, okay, well, you know, he's making a statement of blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm kind of just listening. In this case, like, yeah, I might react to this, you know, and some other people might react to this and listen to like almost the entire thing straightforward, but that's still transformative. It really just is. The reason the Hassan stuff wasn't transformative was because Hassan didn't do anything about it. He just, oh man, it's crazy. Wow. Oh, dude. They said what? You know what I mean? He's not really reacting to the content in a way that's going to be different than your standard audience would react to it. That's why it's a stolen view. In this case, he's talking to me and you guys. But like this is a statement made by a guy in a video about what I do, which makes it relevant to my work. So sharing these thoughts with you guys to talk about them and like listening for long periods of unbroken time are necessary for me to hear him out and then like experience it. And it's kind of neat because even I'm thinking of it right now, like, oh, this guy's gonna get butthurt about content reacts. I wonder if I should unpause and pause and unpause and pause more, or if I should try to be like actively like performatively transformative or something, which is pointless because I think in my mind, the way he has this set up, I don't know if he's like a little clever kid or not, but this seems like it's set up to prove the point. Like literally, I enjoy this. I think this is why somebody sent this to me. It's a brain teaser. It's a puzzle. It's a little trick. So basically he sent you something that by the nature of your interest in it relative to like your career path or what you do, you will have to interact with it in a way that proves his point to his audience. Is that the trick? Is that what's happening? I think I may have heard that he does that with other shit. Someone said that that's like he reports on, I think it's someone, it's Chud Logic. Why am I not crediting Chud Logic? I'm trying to, my deep secret shame, I watched that chubby bastard talk about drama shit so I can keep up to date on other YouTubers. He said that this guy, his audience, which is much larger, will brigade channels, and then he'll use the brigading mass reported or the mass negative comments and stuff to say like, oh, the video is clearly bad, no one liked it, this is the proof, even though that's like it's notorious or it's notably different. I feel like even here, the way that this video is set up, it's fast paced, it's very heavily edited together, not like it's deceptively edited. There's no breathing room. And he's kind of just presenting the entirety of the case in a way where most people will just sit and listen to him making his point, in a way that if his audience watches it or people that are sympathetic to his side watches it, they'll react and say, oh, look, yeah, they're even doing it to this video. They're just watching it while their chat says stuff. And if you're doing anything, if you're mildly distracted, having a sip, looking away, they're going to be like, oh, okay, share streamer. I get it. That's clever. I like it. I actually appreciate it. That's a fucking solid move. This is like card posting grade fucking YouTube chess. I really like it. The gamifying reacting to try to fucking do a little chess move and set people up for a trap is fucking fire. That is so cool. Like, I actually have a lot of respect for it. If it's not the case and you're like, oh, he's not that, don't tell me that. I don't want to hear he's not that malicious, or like, oh no, it's just shut the let him be a fucking villain, okay? Because this is like, if he's doing it intentionally, it's gorgeous. If it's happening accidentally, who cares? I want it to be true for how cool it makes him. Like, that's actually kind of based. Like, setting up, doing, like, that's like, fuck gay ops. That's a gay trap. Like, that's tremendous. Tremendous effort. Like, I really appreciate it. How cool. How novel. How gauche.
Online content for 10 years, obviously a general audience has not, and even many creators don't seem to reflect on the exact nature of the industry they find themselves in. So after release, I scrambled to add additional information and make changes. The result was a new document that was double in size with a somewhat conflicting style and tone. But it did get done, and I felt 6,000 words in 7 hours or so was quite good. I felt satisfied, and I still feel so even now after finding out that there were a few errors that did exist in the document.
I appreciate he's writing in the English language or the American version of it, and it spell checked labor with a U. Based.
I had at least done something to attempt to sway public opinion on what I see as the systemic abuse of others, so I went back to working on my projects. I only commented again when I was in bed, and someone on Twitter pressed me about the unconsidered implications of an offhand comment that I made towards the end of the script. I responded while still being in a state of anger. Obviously not a good state of mind if you want to be tactful, especially in a domain where people have little interest in the actual intent behind your words, but that will be more explained in future videos. The aftermath. Everyone responding to my scripts. Or rather, most people didn't even read the script and just reacted to Charlie responding to my script. I did not expect everything that followed, partly because I had no expectations for the future. I considered the matter closed, dealt with, at least for the time being, as I wanted to get back to my actual work. Even in hindsight, I still don't think I could have seen the result coming, especially given that the initial responses to the document were quite positive, or were simply requests to be more specific about what React
As a viewer of his, these videos are his earnest thoughts on reaction content. It's not just a trap. Don't tell me. I said not to say that. I want good villains. I want crafty people out there weaving webs and shit. That's so much more fun. I mean, it's just like, oh, he's just being honest. Ugh. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Also, you don't know him. He's tricked you too.
Content I was criticizing. The last time I made videos about the topic of React content, focusing on Asmongold's one true wish to re-upload the entirety of YouTube to his Twitch and YouTube channels, Asmon made sure to address this criticism privately with me. This of course in direct contrast to effectively any other criticism he's ever received. He clearly wanted as little attention paid to my criticism as possible, and this experience led me to expect that other reactors would have the same degree of self-awareness, rather than risk raising additional ire about a form of content that has been called abusive for as long as this platform has existed. Absent Charlie's unexpected response, my script would have sat online until such a time where I felt motivated to do something more with it. While I had the goal of putting React content out of my mind so I could focus on my work, obviously the exact opposite of my goal ended up happening. I now had more distractions to obsess over. After I resolved things with Charlie, to what extent they could be resolved, I went back to completing my projects. But even then, at all times, half my mind was spent working on scripts.
I love old YouTube shit. It's like, all right, we got together. Now we're going to do a little partner up. Do some GeoGuessr GTA.
Videos that I could create the moment I was once more free to do so.
I'm a good villain,
I wrote
the
dozens
supervillain
of pages
even.
of notes offhandedly while working on my other projects so that I would not forget all the things I wanted to say to those who commented on the fallout between me and Charlie. It did not help that so many of the things that were said were so obviously false, and many of the things so stupid that it beggared belief. At least the very positive response to my latest episode suggested that these distractions did not impact the quality of the product, merely the speed at which it came out. Why don't you just stop getting involved in drama?
Man, it's showing off the flashing that 11K, baby. Flashing that 11K, baby. God damn. Flopped his goddamn dick out on the table. Look at that. It's one fucking video, bro. God damn. God damn, man. What the fuck? That dude did 6 times almost my fucking channel. 5 times about, 4 times. He did 4 times the size of my whole channel's income in a single video. God damn. God damn. The dick swinging on this. The fucking pendulous cock of this son of a bitch. Fucking god damn. I can't believe it. Oh, man. He flashed the whole fucking thing. Lord Almighty. Look at this! Motherfucker.
The quality of the product, merely the speed at which it came out. Why don't you just stop getting involved in drama? I want to make one thing clear. I do not out. Why don't you
I love this. This is a perfect moment. I really don't know too much. I was not paying strict attention when the other guy, Child Logic, was covering Dark Viper. It's completely different shit, too. Apparently way further down the fucking lol count line. It's new or something. I have no idea. But this screen is everything to me. Everything. This is everything to me. Because this screen is the internet. You know, sometimes we have these streams where everything kind of just clicks together. Right, the card posting kind of goes a little bit into the grums, and it really just hits here. This is it. Do you know what this is? This is a reminder from you to yourself that it's time to leave the circus. Because I make stuff like this, right? I make videos. I've done it too. This is just a little title screen. He sat there looking at this title screen and typed out, "Why don't you just stop getting involved in drama?" He sat there at his computer, clickety click, 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 click. Maybe in that very dark studio of his. And he looked at these words, "Why don't you just stop getting involved in drama?" He stared at them. Stared at them. He picked the font. He picked the stroke. He centered them on screen. He made a lot of creative decisions staring at the words, "Why don't you just stop getting involved in drama?" Picked a little backdrop for it, some green tree looking shit. Later on, he printed it. "Send it on, sir. Make a JPEG of this." Maybe it's just in there, but you got to move it around. It's a little title thing. Stretch it out. It needs to be 5 seconds long. A little bit, 10, 15 seconds longer. Just sitting there staring at it. "Why don't you just stop getting involved in drama?" Staring at it. Didn't do it. That was a message to himself to leave. Cut it out. If you ever find yourself typing this, you're not cut out for drama. I'm telling you that right now. I don't even do like real drama content. And I'm not one of those I don't do drama content type people. I will do drama content in a fucking heartbeat. I just don't do it as like my main thing. I'm not. The other drama creators, if I was like, I'm a drama guy, they would say, "No, you're not. You're like a fucking lefty politics loser." They would say, "You're actually just gay." I don't know what, because I'm not in that circle, right? And even if you're coming up against it, and especially if it's about you, if you type out a fucking title that says, "Why don't you just stop getting involved in drama?" It's time. It's time. Because your fans don't know why. Your fans don't know why. The people that are going to watch your videos don't know why you don't just stop getting involved in drama. Maybe you don't know why. You just don't stop getting involved in drama. Other creators who are reacting to you are saying, why don't you just stop getting involved in drama? You know why they're saying that? It's because you're not handling it well. No one has ever said this to Keemstar in a way that's stuck. Keemstar has never sat down. I hope. I might be wrong. I could possibly be wrong. He's never, but I don't think that guy's ever sat down and typed out a, why don't I just stop getting involved in drama? I can't do a Keemstar, you know, because that's his world. Diorio, fucking Bo Blacks, Chud, fucking Turkey Tom, names go on and on and on and on. They don't sit down and write a title card. Why don't you just stop getting involved in drama? They fucking live for it. Even when they fucking hate themselves. Wake up, hungover. All of them smoke cigarettes. Smelling their cigarette breath, looking in the mirror at the bags under their eyes every year. Every day they get a little closer to death, talking for the 18th time this year about Chris Chan. Talking about Chris Chan again. God, I didn't make as much money last month. I really hope someone fucking ruins their goddamn life so I have something to talk about. And I'm not fucking, it's not a judgment. It's just there, but they're ready. They don't sit down and say, why don't you just stop getting involved in drama? It doesn't even cross their mind. They get excited. They're all fucking hungover, and then they turn on Twitter, and there's fucking Tipster doing something weird. Oh, Tipster's being weird. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Tipster stopped playing Resident Evil. Here we go, baby. We're back, you know. DarkViperAu dropped a manifesto, baby. Here comes the next 3 days. Mama Max has returned to the internet. Honey, 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 we are eating well this weekend. Motherfucking Destiny got divorced. Bitch, I'm going to the fucking racetrack. They don't ever think of this. Why? Because they're in it. They are in it. No one's going to ask them that. They want that. They're in that. They're about that. Why are you running around like a teeny bopper trying to make other people money, man? I make the money. I roll the nickels, guy. I rule the underworld. The game is mine. If you don't know what the speech I just transitioned into is, don't look it up. But if you're sitting there making a fucking, this is the true moment. This is it's time to get off of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Infinite travel time. This is last chance for gas. This is it's time to fucking hop off the dipshit express. Because it might not be like you're going to end your life after you put this video out, but you are going to accelerate in a direction you probably don't want to go. Because you are telling, your audience is telling you, you're kind of telling yourself, even other creators are like, hey man, I don't think you got it. You're displaying the lolcow gene. The markers are there. We got the tests back. They're shaking the glass tubes, and the little fucking catalyst inside is starting to it's turning blue. Oh shit, son! It turns blue and red stripes. And then they hold it closer, and you see little gold flecks floating in it, little tiny Sonichu medallions. Oh no! If you ever find yourself in this position, that's the moment where you should say, fuck this. Nope. And then you just delete the video. Just ignore it. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Time to go, darling. I don't think I'll be hanging out here any longer.
She just stopped getting involved in drama. I want to make one thing clear. I do not consider drama to be a good tool for growing a YouTube channel, and I am deeply skeptical of the motivations for people who say otherwise. I consider it a waste of time, especially due to the opportunity cost, as there's always something more important that I could be doing for my business.
Bro, you just held up the wrong 3 fingers. Which one? No, Tyler, they would say you are soy and cringe. That's fine. I am soy. I am cringe. I am the heart of cringe. Little Sonichu is metastasizing.
And it is better to make friends than enemies. The impact of drama on anything is uncertain for a host of reasons, and its effect is usually very short.
Other people know. I close my eyes and seize it. I am the beast I worship. I am the beast I worship.
Lived. Bad Bunny skyrocketed into infamy as the greedy Twitch streamer who believes everyone should give her $5.
$5 a month!
Her clip is still occasionally referenced, but she is effectively a dead streamer despite the massive attention. Recently, a scandal occurred where a PC company scammed a streamer out of their deservedly won giveaway PC. Dozens of videos from the highest profile tech channels covered the story, millions of views. While clearly being in the right, this
is the lolcow in one's genes, or can you outgrow it? I think it's a native. It's a native genetic mutation, but exposure to lolcow radiation can cause a spontaneous mutation, and you will develop the lolcow marker. That's why A-logging is dangerous. A-logging exposes you to lolcow radiation. High dosage, long-term exposure to lolcow radiation will make you start developing the lolcow gene. That's why everybody on kiwi farms is desperate for motherfuckers to not know who they are. So there's probably plenty of fucking normal guys who are just having a laugh on the old kiwi farms. But there's a lot of people there who are probably like, oh, fuck, look, what do you got going on? You know, they accidentally, like, they live in terror of, like, their webcam that they, or some, like, just revelation, you know what I mean? Like, something's going to open up and people will see into their life for a second, like a you know, a snapshot. They've been A-logging too long. They find out they're at a good old fucking 4chan 2009 battle station, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. They got 16 pony jars on the table behind them, and they're working on a 17th. They find out it's bad because long-term exposure to lolcow radiation will make you spontaneously mutate the lolcow gene. You won't be able to help it. You think you're too good. You're above it. You don't respect the lolcows. You run the lolcows. You are the guy. Too good for them. You keep them in their place. You're not a lolcow. Just because you go out to pasture every day, you're a shepherd, right? You just watch them. You're just watching them. Now you walk amongst them, bumping arms and stuff, and every once in a while you hear that little dong 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 from your neck, and then you have to look around in shame and hope nobody notices you. Nobody notices you're out at the paddock.
Streamer gained 30,000 followers and went from being a streamer who averaged 20 viewers to a streamer who averaged 60 viewers. With Charlie and my back and forth, I lost 600 subscribers, then gained 1,000 subscribers. To put this into perspective, my video on Michael not being in witness protection that I threw together in 6 hours gained me 25,000 subscribers. You can gain with drama, you can lose with drama, hell, you can do both at the same time, but rarely does it compete with just making good content. Rolling the dice and hoping to gain growth from drama, especially as an already successful content creator, is just a waste of time. And worse, it ignores the less material realities of this industry. Much of the longevity of a creator on YouTube is determined by how readily they can keep a positive and healthy mental state. If you can't, you burn out and quit. Drama always zaps your energy as you are bombarded with criticism and scrutiny from new people who have no idea.
I gotta say that's not true. Have you guys ever seen I'm not a huge Nick Diorio, like, fan. I don't hate the guy. I probably should hate him more. if dragged into the lefty interrogation chamber and whipped across my feet with metal rods, I would finally have to admit under pain that, like, yeah, I don't hate Nick Diorio anywhere near enough. I will say I despise him, but I've seen him talk on programs. That is one of the happiest human beings I've ever seen in my fucking life. He is fat and fucking happy. Nick Diorio is stoked to do Nick Diorio shit every day. You can't do it. He's happy as fuck. Have you, like, if you want to see joy, pure joy, right? Watch Nick Diorio have a fact about Tipster revealed to him. A single fact. It doesn't matter what Tipster had pancakes for breakfast. Yeah, what for breakfast? Yeah, what for breakfast? What, goth girl pancakes? I don't know what I'm doing, Bill Burr. Happy as shit. Like, literally ecstatic. I don't know how someone experiences that much joy, but he's living it. Like, dude, so many of these drama people are fucking stoked. They fucking love it. Once they get past The Hangover, dude, they're fucking mainlining their version of fucking junk. They're boom, in it. And I think a lot of people actually enjoy the fuck out of drama content. That's where H3 pivoted from basically like high, I don't know, like high, I would say high concept. I mean, trust me, if you don't agree with the it's right. High concept commentary, basically putting on whole big skits and like organized costumes and sets and fucking getting guests and shit, like high concept commentary skits where they were like, okay, I'm going to do the thing, Vape Nation, a whole fucking big deal. They switched from those high effort, low output content cycles, right? Where they would, find somebody, do a few videos on like FouseyTube or whatever, and always culminate in like hey, do you want to get together? We'll hang out and fucking do this thing, and maybe you can like redeem yourself or blah, 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 whatever, hang out, eat some Bradbury. That stupid shit. And then they transitioned away from that after they got sued by the fucking the fucking Assassin's Creed running around guy, whatever you call that shit. Can't Krav Maga? No, that's Krav Maga is literal jujitsu. What am I talking about? But yeah, they got sued by that dude, and then they switched to the H3H3 podcast, which sucked. Fucking sucked ass for a little while. They had some pretty good guests on it, but they tried to run it more like Joe Rogan, and then they kind of switched from there to hanging out with what's her name on Frenemies, and kind of transitioned into being drama commentary people. That's what their whole big podcast is. It's still way more high concept technically than a lot of other people's like stuff. They have a robot guy and an iPad dude. I don't really follow the entire H3H3 thing. I see clips from it. But like, that's what they did, and that's their content cycle now. And they're very successful. It's just not a waste of time at all. Like, they pivoted from something that was a massive financial risk to them, clearly, because of how they got fucking obliterated by it, to something that's not much of a risk at all and seems extraordinarily lucrative to them. Like, fuckloads, literal fuckloads of money. You can say what you want about like Hila and Ethan Klein. Like, oh, they're fucking monsters, they're dickheads. Fucking Hila Klein wakes up every day and has a bowl of fucking Palestinios made out of literal fucking children vertebrae. Oh my God, what a monster. Actually, literally though, if she did that, what am I talking about? But like, they make fuckloads of money doing that shit. Enough for a full staff of like 10 or 15 total actual people, including the ones that aren't like on screen. It's crazy. But like this sort of like poo-pooing drama, I think, has been a big mistake that people have been making for a while, because drama, being so mad at drama content that you don't want it to exist, is like saying like, I don't want people to gossip anymore or enjoy gossip, which is psychotic when you think about it, because that's what most drama hogs are. They're gossips and scolds, like literally old lady gossips and scolds. Did you hear what she did? Oh my God, that's morally reprehensible that she did a thing. How disgusting of her. I'm going to talk about this a bunch to everybody. And they have their little gossip rags. They're carrying on a long tradition of yellow journalism that goes back literal centuries, or at least, a century and a half or so. And it's never going away. And people really do enjoy the shit out of it. They're a bunch of Rita Skeeters. J.K. Rowling reference. Have you guys heard that she has certain opinions? I haven't heard them. I'm sure they can't be crazy. I have just time traveled from 2009. Yes, Tyler, it's like when you have pale skin by nature, but you decide not to wear sunscreen. Hello, melanoma. That's the lol-cal formula. Too much UV exposure. Yes. And like, if you want to hate them, you can hate them. But I would caution most people to not like drama streamers because of who they are as individuals. Like, judge them like one by one, because I feel like a lot of people kind of cut out drama and then don't actually. Like, you're still a drama hound because everyone loves gossip. Everybody watched Tiger King, which is not healthy content. You didn't change the world for the better by learning about Tiger King. Okay, let's admit that to ourselves. If you didn't watch it, shut the fuck up. I'm making a point. But a lot of people did. And it's because the freak show is wonderful. Lolcows are wonderful. Going to the circus is a fucking blast. Being a part of it's crazy. Circuses that are run by unethical people are bad circuses. They're monsters, all right? You have to treat your lolcows with respect and dignity. You got to take them out. You got to feed and water. You get little kibbles. You got to feed them and water them, okay? Yeah, once you've created a lolcow, that lolcow is your responsibility. You can't just leave it to wander to be torn to pieces by the wolves out in the fucking Serengeti of the internet. What was I even talking about? But people try to write off drama, and then they still get involved in it because, you know, people that are like, and this is especially for the lefties in the crowd, you think that you're above it because like some drama people have talked about people you like or causes that you are associated with or that directly affect you, and you're like, the drama specifically is an attack on me, but it's not the case. And you kind of like permitting a separation from the general drama sphere to only ingest lefty drama or lefty approved drama kind of sets you up for not being able to roll with the punches and kind of understand really what's going on. Because a lot of lefties that I've seen, they're like, I don't cover drama. I don't do blah, blah, blah. But then, you know, obviously it's nuke time. Fucking when the second it becomes expedient, of course. But like you're cut off from just knowing what the fuck is going on the internet. And a lot of drama creators, whether you like it or not, are normies or normie adjacent. They appeal to fucking like dipshit McGribble. I don't know why I did that to Dale. They wouldn't appeal to Dale McGribble. He watches just only fucking Dale Gribble probably watched Medicare. Actually. I like him. I like his hat. But they appeal to a pretty wide, broad, normie audience of people that just want to fucking like see the freak show, laugh, and then walk away for a second. And you can get detached from what normies understand as being weird as fuck if you kind of like start saying like everything that they don't like, I'm going to do. Or, you know, like, oh, they're covering it and it's blah, 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 blah. But it's a very good insight into like, oh shit, I might be fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like, oh, when they covered this, now I can kind of see the perspective of somebody that's looking into like my circle or a circle that's similar to my circle from the outside, from like a normie or like even a center right or far right, I guess, if you care that much perspective, you can go like, oh, okay, that's the issues. You know what I mean? You're like literally just getting information. It's fucking data. And you should always like check it out. And I think that having people just be like, I am fucking separated from it because I'm too good for it. First off, no one ever is. The fucking dead domain video from yesterday is a drama video. That's all. It's just a fucking drama video. It's got by lighting in it, of course. Honey, snatched, whatever. HOTTOGO. Dead domain is hot to go. But it's still just drama with a fucking lefty coat of paint on it. You know, that's what it is. And pretending that you're too good for that side is going to set you up, first off, to stumble, and second off, to not understand how to interact with people and drama in a way that pros basically interact with it all the time. You won't sense your development of a lolcow gene. You think you're not going to the circus because the tent's not red and white like all the other ones. It's fucking literally by lighting blue and purple. And you're going in there and you're like, this isn't a circus. I'm not a lolcow. This isn't lolcow shit because it's not the red and white tent that they use. Unfortunately, you fucking did it. You walked into it because you cut yourself off from the other people that are doing commentary on the same thing because you thought you were too good for it. I think that's an issue on the left. It's not like, hey, go and subscribe to Chud Logic right now and internalize every dog shit opinion he has and just forgive his chat for every horrible thing they say. I'm not saying that. But just understand that this content exists, and it's not just like a net negative that it's out there, nor does saying I'm too good for it make it go away, nor will it go away by like trying to pretend that there's a future where everyone's so educated they suddenly become uninterested in the foibles of other people. I really feel like I had to make that point. I didn't watch it, and I'm not shutting up. I don't even know what you mean. Why must you be this way, Tyler? I don't know. Just about everyone loves the hot goss. Yes. You can't be fucking stealing AAV strutting around in your fucking nail polish, snapping your head, saying, "What's the tea, sis?" And then like get online and be like, "I don't like drama creators. I'm not into gossip." You turn off WoW Presents, literally watching a "What's the tea, sis?" And then you see drama creator, you're like, "Oh, not me. I'm too good for that." Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Who you are. You can see 100 supportive comments, but it's hard to ignore that stranger who tells you to end yourself. Even when entirely
No, it's
false,
not.
like 99% of everything that has ever been said on the livestream fails subreddit, negativity becomes burdensome. Additionally, the people who learn of you through drama are not necessarily the same sort of people who would watch your content and thus disappear quickly. Awareness marketing in general is bad. Untargeted awareness marketing is complete trash. Charlie making a video about me that had nothing to do with the normal content that I
Doc,
produce,
you wouldn't like
and my
Tiger
response
King.
being
You
the
wouldn't like
same, is obviously not going to be a better way to bring forth new viewers to watch my normal videos compared to just spending time making a really good video and allowing the algorithm to find me more viewers who would actually want to watch me. Bare minimum, I just consider drama to be an inefficient tool for growth, used only by those who have built a brand around drama or those who have nothing else to offer. Seeking out drama for growth is either done by the stupid or those who are creatively bankrupt, as they have no other alternatives. This is not to criticize people who find themselves in drama due to forces outside of their control and who just try to make the best of it. You have little other choice.
Hold on. That's low-cal gene shit. That's a hell of a statement. Fucking wrong with that. I want to point some of this stuff out. I've just been on the internet for fucking forever. This is why people are like, "Do you know how you look right now?" And you know how many people have said that to me in fucking debates? Almost every single one of them that I've been in a debate with. And I always say yes, because I do. You're out of control. You're spiraling. You're losing yourself. I am literally thinking my way through everything I'm saying. I'm having a blast. I'm doing it intentionally. All of the reactions that you have, I planned. Even when I don't do something, it's me doing something intentionally. I am very aware. The second I decided to turn the fucking camera on, I became intentionally hyper aware of the way I talk. I changed a lot of my former opinions, like, because I had to rethink about shit, because I knew I was going to be on camera, and like once I was like, I have to say these things out loud as opposed to just like talking shit on Twitter. Thinking my way through them, I'm like, okay, that actually kind of is like a little too cringe to say out loud. And you think about it a little harder, you're like, actually, fucking, maybe I was completely wrong all along. You know, once you have to fucking get out there. Oh, by the way, thank you, Uncle iRoll, the 5 gifted subs. But like, you have to be aware. Why? Because you cannot avoid sorry. There is no out of nowhere drama. That is lol-cal shit. That's deep. Because one of the core tenets, like the 5 pillars of lol-caldom, is a refusal to take responsibility for your shortcomings. A refusal to acknowledge or accept your shortcomings, and trying to always deflect onto other people. You know, it's not my fault, Mom. The internet is coming to get me. You know what I mean? But you're the one that keeps turning the camera on. You're the one that keeps talking to the people. You're the one that you keep engaging. This line.
Those who are creatively bankrupt, as they have no other alternatives. This is not to criticize people who find themselves in drama due to forces outside of their control and who...
Who is that? Who is that? How? Who? Start thinking. Rack your mind. Who finds themselves involved in drama because of forces outside their control? Maybe at most immediate relatives of lolcals who still could go and rip the fucking cat and the cat 9. The cat, it really is a cat of 9 tails cable if you're a lolcal. The cat 5 cable out of the wall and fix the fucked up situation that everyone has created for themselves. But 99.99999% of the time, when you become a lolcal, when you start doing lolcal shit, it's because you continuously do it. Because people that get involved into those cycles think they're not doing anything wrong. They're hypocrites. They're self-delusional. They ignore the reality of what's going on around them. and they start blaming everybody else for the drama. I don't understand where the drama's coming from. I don't know. What the fuck is going on? Why do people keep bringing this up? You think of Vosh. I've already addressed this 5 times. I don't know why people keep bringing it up. It's like maybe because every fucking year you have another fucking tally on your belt of weird pedo shit that you have said or done. That's it. That's like one of the that's a critical, like, oh shit. Just think of it this way. If you hear that again, or you find yourself saying that other thing as well, that should be an indicator that you don't know exactly how drama starts. Because it's a takes 2 to tango. The drama hogs, A-loggers, are A-loggers because they try to create drama and they fuck up. That you will naturally do it because you can't make good content in the drama sphere. You have to be patient. You have to fish. And reel it in bit by bit by bit. You know what I mean? You got to be patient. You got to wait. That's why you always see the fucking, like, the real hounds are like, when is Tipster going to stop playing Resident Evil and do something cringe? I can't wait till this fucking guy comes back and does something, because they wait for it. Because the drama people will always come back and do it again. It's never out. It's never outside. Never outside their control. And when it is, it's only just because they did something years ago and now everybody's finding out. In which case it was still in your control. It's just you stayed online and somebody pulled a skeleton out of your closet. Now you got to fucking deal with it. But you were in control of that. You got online. You're in control of that. You know what I mean? It's very, very rare that somebody will, to the point where I can't even think of it, where someone just is walking down the street, points at a guy and says, today, and then makes that person into a lolcow. There's so much that you have to do as an individual to become the center of drama, to become a fucking pig. Like, you have to work for it.
You just try to make
Tyler, are you suggesting that you develop ground game if you're going to be on the internet? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
the best of it. You have little other choice.
We wouldn't call
I
them
suspect that
lolcows
the
if we couldn't
idea
rely
that
on
drama
the
is such
milk.
an amazing way to grow is generally spread by those who want to use this claim to dismiss any criticism they receive. How often do you hear a creator being criticized, and almost the first thing out of their mouth is, they're just criticizing me for clout? It is a very easy tool to signal to your audience that they should shut their eyes, cover their ears, and continue to worship you. Do you know a better way to grow? Just collaborate with people. Little chance of it blowing up in your face, no one raging at you in the comments, and you get presented in a positive light to a new
Is this guy a Vosh fan?
audience that you can at least have some assurance could be interested in your content if the other creator makes something similar to your own. Bottom line, I would have been perfectly happy creating a script and potentially a later video that was only watched by the people who normally watch my content. It certainly would have saved me.
Doesn't he enter the drama channel ecosystem by bitching about drama channels? Yes. 100 billion million %. That's the day. Oh, okay. It's every drama channel. Anybody that's in, if it's a content drought, you know, if Dogpack hasn't released his 18th video on fucking Mr. Beast. Chris Chan's not getting in or out of jail. Fucking, you know, Tippy's not doing something goofy. There's no new people. There's no old people. All of a sudden, some like massive guys like, man, fuck the entire drama community. Untalented hacks and weirdos. Also, don't do React content. They're just going to go, what? It's like walking into Mordor, swinging the fucking One Ring, like, and singing a jaunty song as you go. Like thinking you're fucking Tom Bombadil and shit.
Me some time, as I would have had less to respond to now. If drama isn't great, then why do you get involved in drama so much? I honestly don't think I get involved in drama all that much, but I suppose it depends on what you can.
He's got 2 of those. He's got 2 of those. 2 of those, goddamn.
Compare me to. But the drama I have got involved with can largely be said to come from 2 sources. The first is drama I bring upon myself due to believing someone else has misinformed or caused harm to others.
I like this.
I then seek to correct the other creator for the benefit of my viewers, and to perhaps selfishly silence the guilt I feel for not having pursued a career where I more directly help others. I additionally hate anything that I feel is treating others unfairly, and I will often pick small fights related to such things, even if they're not particularly meaningful to anyone else. Of course, I'm not perfect. I often don't go about doing this in a good way. Such situations can make me quite angry, and this can inspire me to assume that the other person is acting out of malice rather than simply out of error. This can inspire me to make judgments about other creators that are entirely unwarranted. You could say that I frequently forget to apply Hanlon's razor, never ascribe to malice that which can be adequately explained by incompetence. The second source of drama for me is when I feel I need to explain why I
Why are you saying these things? Okay, this is a fire video to recommend. I'm just like, I'm lost. I'm like, why are you saying this? Why are you saying this out loud? I was just like, okay, maybe it's like localities and shit, whatever the fuck. It's drama, maybe, sort of. I wanted to mostly talk about free use or fair use and React stuff, but we are in. Why are we doing? Why are we doing like? I get it. I victimize myself by involving my career, channel, and person in drama cycles I'm ill-equipped to handle, that I start and I am also on the wrong side of. I remember when I said the thing about the one where, like, if you have a moment where you're like, why do you keep getting involved in drama? And you sat down, and looked at it. I didn't mean it to be that fucking prophetic. I thought we would say that one time and move the fuck on for the rest of the video. He got my answer like, look, I'm fucking incompetent, okay? I can't fucking do anything, right? I make every people... I'm fucking incompetent. I can't do anything right. I constantly lash out at people with perceived slights. I make a lot of mistakes. I embarrass myself. I often humiliate myself at the expense of my channel and career. As a very large creator, I'm a massive target. And I keep putting I keep reapplying that target to my back for no personal benefit whatsoever. But it's everyone else's fault for engaging with that. Is that where we're gonna get to? Like, I can't believe I heard him say that. This is fire shit. Fire shit. What? Why? You got 2 passes that you gave yourself to just leave the circus. He said, "No, I'm heading out for popcorn. I'll be back in a second."
I've behaved as I have. Even this video fits into this category. I despise not being understood and being perceived as something that I don't believe I am. Anytime I'm criticized by anyone, I want to give an accounting for myself, explain why I believe I acted as I did, and whether or not I consider my actions to be justified. I do not like pretending to be something that I'm not. I am very forthright about who I am, often to a fault as I tend to overshare personal details about myself. None of us fully understand ourselves. We are biased in our assessment, and at times others can know us better than we actually know ourselves. If I am not who I think I am, I want to know. An understanding of self is important to me. I not only reflect on my impact on those around me, but I do my best to leave people better off for an association than they were prior. I won't always succeed. I can be emotional just like anyone else, and I will wrong people, but I will always try my damnedest to right any wrong I've become convinced I've caused. The things that you call drama, and that I will also occasionally call drama just for expediency, are
What in the fuck? This is like an early Christian video level. Like this is like the good. This is the good shit. What the fuck? What does this have to do with React channels? What the fuck does this have to do with React channels? I feel like I got tricked. I got bamboozled. This has to be a QTV's told me to fucking. If I look back, QTV's fucking set me up with this. What in the absolute fuck are you doing? I know this is old content. I know it's old content. But like, oh my God, that's tremendous. He just like articulated all of the biggest issues that create somebody, that turn someone like into like a lolcow. I've talked about this, there's like pillars of it. I've never sat down and written them all out, but it's like one of those things that you can kind of like pick up. Being on the surface a hypocrite, which is like just that last statement. Involving myself in drama, but and you know, sometimes I'll even call it drama, but only for expediency. Like being a surface level clear hypocrite, being easily angered or incensed, having comical reactions to minor stimuli, like being overly upset by people doing React content on YouTube. And lacking enough self-awareness to like change for the better. I might be missing some, but like my man is like hitting every fucking checkbox like in my mind that can turn you like into like the like high grade, like pure. Like this isn't grade A. This is Wagyu. Like, is he fucking crazy? What the fuck? Why would you write all that shit out? Like, I am fucking flawed. Literally, part of what he's saying is just, I want people to call me out. Is one of the, like, I want to know if I'm not acting the way that I think I'm acting. But also, understand, I will overreact to criticism. I want you to criticize me for my benefit. I will overreact in a negative way to the criticism, and I will very likely, attribute malicious intent to your criticism. It is a thing I know about myself, and I will still engage with this knowing that it is going to cause issues. It's crazy. It's like the meme where the guy dresses himself up as a clown, like picture by picture. Just imagine instead he's just drawing the black and white fucking cow spots. And he like fits himself with the horns and then like puts the little fucking like cowbell collar on. Like, what are you? Why can't? I thought this was about React content. It's a fucking mission statement. Like, yeah, I am gonna fuck up. I am gonna fall short of my own expectations of myself and other people's expectations of me. I want you to remind me of that because I take it personally. I will react maliciously to you, and I will believe, apropos of no evidence, that you are being malicious yourself in your interactions with me. I will engage with drama content while saying I am above drama content. Right now, as I'm describing it, I will say it in a way that suggests I don't take it very seriously. When I engage with it, I will take it extraordinarily seriously. It's like fucking walking out like as a bomb that just says like light me. I don't even I'm out of metaphors at this point. I feel like I'm stoned or something. Like I'm out of my mind. I can't believe he's said all of these things not on a lot. Like he edited this together. He's listening to himself. Like got the cuts down, put it together. Like, yeah, okay. I sound like I'm completely unstable and I'm going to really fuck things up. This is good. This is golden. So you get to the end of it, you're like, this has nothing to do with React content at all. This has got literally nothing to do with fair use. This is just me saying I'm going to fucking get out there. I'm going to go be the guy from that where he keeps getting hit in the head with a soccer ball no matter what he does. Like, I'm going to go try to aspire to be that with criticism. God damn.
Things I am passionate about and care for. The list of videos that I have to create are over 100 long. I have an astronomical amount of things that I could be doing that would be better for my business than making these videos. I engage in this form of content for non-
Then do that. Okay, this is perfect. Thank you. Go back and whoever fucking recommended this to me, this is king shit. I cannot believe this is a real video. I have so much things that I should be doing instead of engaging in this drama content. This is a list of them. I am not going to be doing that.
Non-business reasons that would be better for my business than making these videos. I engage in this form of content for non-business reasons. I came to YouTube and begun my career here discussing political, social, philosophical, and religious topics. I pursued education in community services, psychology, and even criminology, in part out of a desire to help others lead better lives and to assist them in warding off.
This is like Mac from Always Sunny type fucking. Look, or Dennis maybe. I have many degrees from many colleges. I am a learned man of numbers and letters, and I will not be spoken to this way. I see your drama content, you pitiful ants, but I am the golden one, a man of education and letters. People come from around the world. to watch my beautiful videos, of which I could be making many right now, but I'm not, because I have come down from my throne, high throne, my throne of gold, to teach you your place. Dennis, why are you yelling at that ketchup bottle? Silence!
The forms of intense sadness that were pervasive throughout my early life. I already have fame and wealth. I don't exactly avoid increasing...
He did the Always Sunny bit. I am a man of fame and wealth. I should not be doing this. I have so much to lose. I am such a big target. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. It just reminds me of the fucking, like, the Christian, the 7 deadly sins of Christian, the fucking pride. Has DarkViperAu got to a point where he's doodling in Gatorade ads on the bottom of his fucking screen?
Either, but rarely is either the root cause of my actions. Only two things to avoid that were pervasive out of a desire.
I want to see you talk
I
about
came to YouTube and begun my career here discussing political, social, philosophical, and religious topics. I pursued education in community services, psychology, and even criminology, in part out of a desire to help others lead better lives and to assist them in warding off the forms of intense sadness that were pervasive throughout my early life. I already have fame and wealth.
The zoom. The zoom in on that line is perfect. It's perfect. Like, I already have fame and wealth. Fucking wide-eyed and shit. That's like a fucking deer that just got caught in a snare. Zoomed in.
Don't exactly avoid increasing either, but rarely is either the root cause of my actions. Only two things stimulate my life: helping others and creating things that I and others can enjoy. If I can do both at the same time, as I feel like I've done with this series, it's a match made in heaven. I hope you enjoy the rest of the videos in this series. They were a pain to make, but I hope they do some good.
Now he's got 2 phones, one for the trolls and one for his home. He got 2 phones, one for the trolls and one for his home. I cannot believe that's real. That is fucking awesome. I kept thinking I was gilding the lily. As some people say, over egging the pudding. But my man just fucking anteed up the whole time. I swear to God. Hand to God, I knew that fucking no one believes me. There's no way anyone believes me at this point. Hand to fucking God, I thought that video was going to go a completely different direction. I was giving him a lot of credit, and people were like, no, it's not going to go the way you think. And I was like, don't tell me that. I didn't realize that it was not going to go the way I thought. Bro. I need to follow the legacy of this man. I need to know what happened. This is the start of a playlist on his channel. Like, it's his playlist. It's the end of the playlist. Oh, maybe that's just my playlist. That might just be my watch later playlist. I thought it was a playlist on his channel. It might be still. Let's see. Because I found it fairly easily. Oh, hey, look. I clicked on DarkViperAu and fucking there's Turkey Tom and fucking Turkey Tom and Chud Logic are in the fucking in the thumbnail. Okay, my man's about it. But he's still getting plenty of views. He's having a good time, right? He's having a good time. I hope. Those are some huge views. Yeah, he's living. He's living. Fuck, dude. Is this guy like the end game? You know the cow? from Baldur's Gate 3 that's actually like a super monster? Is he that? Is he like a fucking like end game mimic? He's like the ultimate, the true golden god, the golden calf lolcow, like above all, the unmilkable one. Profoundly amazing.